Good evening. A former Sheffield policeman is wanted for questioning about £250,000 as he's invested for other people. David Simmons has run an insurance consultancy from premises in Abbeydale Road for about 7 years, but they're now empty. Mr. Simmons hasn't been seen for 2 months, and his home is also deserted. Worried customers have contacted the police, and detectives say they're looking into reports that he's left the country. Gary Paget, one of the promising young riders on the motorcycle racing circuit, died in a road accident near his home in Batley, West Yorkshire today. Gary, who was 25, died when his motorbike hit a stationary car in Soothill Lane. He'd recently competed in the Isle of Man TT races. A 16-year-old youth appeared before magistrates in Bradford today, accused of raping 2 women. The attack is alleged to have taken place last week at a shop in the city's Manchester Road area. The youth is said to have been armed with a knife and wearing a mask. He was remanded in custody for a week. Reporting restrictions were lifted. West Yorkshire police are searching for a man who may have been contaminated by a deadly chemical. A drum of the chemical, Reglone, fell from a lorry at Badsworth near Pontefract this afternoon. A motorist was seen to stop, pick up the leaking barrel and throw it over a wall. Police now warn that he could have absorbed the toxic chemical and should seek immediate medical advice. And finally, an 8-year-old boy, doing his bit for the Prime Minister's clean-up campaign, nearly wrecked a fishing match in Keighley. Organisers had marked out fishing pitches on the canal, but when the anglers arrived, they found all the labels had been collected by a little boy, who proudly told them he'd cleared up the rubbish. Well, that's all from us. Now the weather from Redvers Kyle.
Well, tonight will be mainly fine, although thundery showers may occur over the Pennines. It will remain warm, temperatures mostly remaining above 14 centigrade, 57 Fahrenheit, although cooler on the coast. Tomorrow will begin dry, but with increasing cloud bringing rain and thundery showers from the west later and reaching all parts during the afternoon. Fresher and brighter weather will extend to at least the northwest of the region by late afternoon. After the break, Clint Eastwood stars as a super cool barroom brawler in Every Which Way But Loose.
A new kind of surf has arrived, bringing in a cleaner, altogether fresher wash. It's New Surf Automatic, with the power to fight the toughest stains, from grease to grass, ketchup to cocoa. And for the first time ever in a washing powder, New Surf combats those clinging everyday odors in a way you've never known before. Because New Surf is the only one to combine a special deodorizing action to get your clothes totally fresh, and biological power to get your wash really clean. That's the spectacular power of Surf, lifting the whole wash to new heights. With cleanness you can see, a billowing freshness you can smell. Catch the wave with New Surf.
When Panda needed washing, the Candy Turbomatic washer dryer wasn't quite what he had in mind. But he couldn't argue that it was extravagant to turn it on just for him, because the half-load and low-temperature settings saved energy. And the very special turbo drying system made it even more economical by recycling its own hot air, while a reverse tumble action reduced creasing, and so ironing. Now that, thought Panda, would have been too much. The Turbomatic washer dryer from Candy.
I feel free.
The new Renault 21. At last, there's spirit in a family car.
She had everything to live for, but was betrayed. She suffered a vicious attempted murder, but lived to regain a secret new identity. She had her revenge. Now she's back to live her life. A compelling new series, Return to Eden, is coming soon on ITV.
Now tonight's film, don't take it too seriously, Every Which Way But Loose.